All right, y'all. So y'all see the title of what I'm about to talk about, and look, there's notification blowing up anyway. But anyway, I saw the reason. One of the reasons why I'm doing this video is because I saw this pop up in another group, which I'm discussing right now with somebody, and I know that a lot of y'all are not gonna like what I'm about to say or some of the things that I'm about to say. But oh well, I need to get it off my chest anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and say what needs to be said. Now, there is this negative stereotype that black women don't like nerdy black guys or corny black guys. There's this negative stereotype that black women only go for hood niggas. And I'm here to tell y'all that that's not completely true. It's a problem. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say, it's about maybe 40% true. But anyway, as far as black women only going for hood, as far that's not like I said, that's not completely true. But anyway, what's up, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in. But one thing I gotta say regarding that is, why are you going after somebody who is not your type anyway? The thing is, like, me personally, I consider myself to be like a nerdy black dude. Be a geek or whatever. I like comic books. I like video games. I like anime. I like all that other shit. But I guess some women do sort of kind of find me attractive. I mean, I guess in that way I kind of get a pass. But I'm not gonna bullshit around and tell y'all that I have not been turned down or like I've been passed up on just because of my interest for my hobby or something like that. Ew, nigga, you corny. I can't talk to you. You like anime. Ew, nigga, you corny. You like Dragon Ball Z. You read comic books? I need me a thug nigga. I can't have no lame ass nigga in my corner. Y'all see what the hell I'm talking about? Now, like I said, this is a negative. The thing is, like, the thing is, there's a lot of so-called corny black women too. But the thing is, I don't know why shit like that is considered corny to y'all. If somebody who has different interests and different hobbies, like somebody who's into like meditation and martial arts and all that other stuff, like, to me, that's not corny. That's just showing different interests. Like, the thing is, a lot of black folks consider anything that's not drug dealing, gang banging, weed smoking, trap music blasting. Y'all consider that corny if somebody's not doing that. And the thing is, that's something that I can't really stand because a lot of black folks, you're a hood nerd. Thank you. I could do both. And that's the thing. I always been that way. I could be cool with the hood niggas, and I could be cool with the geeks. It's been that way for me for like the past 10 years. Like, I could fit in with any crowd because I've always been a solid dude. I could pretty much be cool with anybody. But man, I would have to say that I'm like 60% nerd, 40% hood. But to say that black women don't date nerdy black guys, like I said, that's, to me, it's not completely true. But because even though these guys are celebrities and I guess they don't really count, like, I guess most black women won't date a nerdy black guy unless they're like Omari Hardwick or they're like Michael B. Jordan. Because Michael B. Jordan said that he likes anime and stuff like that. And Omari Hardwick says that he was a geek in high school. He used to be a big fan of comic books. He used to be Elijah Telling. Hold on, wait a minute. I date nerdy guys, and I feel you. Not all black women are the same. That's true. Like I said, there's exceptions to the rule. But the thing is, there's a difference between. The thing is, this is something that y'all don't understand: is that nerds come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Nerds come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. But the only difference is there's a difference between Michael B. Jordan nerdy and Steve Urkel nerdy. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about here. But yeah, but see, here's the thing. There's some black women who don't go for hood niggas at all. Hood niggas turn them off, and they will go for a Steve Urkel, Donald Glover type of guy. Is that they will do that. And like I said, I'm not putting all black women in the same category. This title, by the way, is just to catch somebody's eyes. I'll pick Steve Urkel. I mean, that's fine. But thing is, like I said, because hood niggas, I guess to some black women, they're considered alpha males or whatever, which to me is dumb as shit. How much of an alpha male can you be when you're sitting behind bars? But whatever. But see, here's the thing. I know some nerdy ass niggas that will knock a dude clean the fuck out. They will. That's another problem that a lot of men and women think. Y'all think that just because somebody's nerdy automatically means they're soft, which is not the truth. Like, them nerdy, the thing is, because hood niggas can't fight. The thing is, nerdy niggas have been studying martial arts films ever since they was 5 years old, waiting for some hood nigga to try their ass, just so they can get their teeth broken in. Why do you think the hood niggas always carry guns? Because they can't fight. But yeah. And I saw this post, and I know I'm about to light some fires with this one. It said that black women won't date a nerdy black guy, but they'll date a nerdy white guy. Hold on, Donald Glover. That's messed up. But yeah. But see, here's the thing about that is you can say the same shit for white women. That white women, they won't date a white guy who's nerdy, but they'll date a black guy who's nerdy. Do y'all see what I mean by that? And that's not, the thing is, I do. I know you do. But yeah, that's the main difference about it is I love a nerd. I gotta be weird because I'm weird. And see, that's the thing is that likes attract. And but like I said, for the guys who are complaining, oh, black women don't like nerdy black guys. See, why the hell do you want to date somebody that's not your type anyway? If she goes for hood niggas, let her go for hood niggas. Find you somebody who got the same interests as you, and you won't have that problem. But yeah, I know some people. But see, here's the thing, and this is something that I learned in school too, is a lot of y'all are closet nerds. Because the thing is, the same people who say that they won't date somebody because they corny or nerdy, y'all were closet nerds. The thing is, a lot of people are nerdy, but they just too ashamed and too embarrassed to admit it. Like, I swear to God, there's some dudes out there who are some of the most tough, thuggish, gangster dudes, but guess what? You know what they did when they got home? They put on their glasses, they put on their pocket protector, and they opened up a big ass binder full of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I know, because I ain't gonna blast none of them, because some of the dudes some of y'all know who the hell I'm talking about. Because that's the reason why I made that post last night. I was like, how the hell do y'all, the thing is, I used to hang with a crowd of nerds. But, like, they used to be the most, like, how the hell do y'all go from a nerdy Yu-Gi-Oh card playing, pocket protector, glasses wearing kind of dude, and then all of a sudden you do a whole 360 over the summer. Then now all of a sudden you sagging your pants, wearing throwback jerseys and gang banging and all that shit. Y'all see what I mean? But yeah, but a lot of people, they're not really about that life. They just did that shit, but they really just did do that shit just to fit in. All I know is the black chicks who are nerds be the freaks. That's true. That's true. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The nerdy black chicks are freakier than some of the hood black chicks. And a lot of y'all don't get that. Y'all really don't. And the thing is, look at, it's somebody who I want to use as an example, but I can't think of his name right now. Or matter of fact, your gang signs. But yeah. Shit, I know some gang bang. I know some Crips and some Bloods who were nerds, or who still are nerds. But the thing, like I said, a lot of people think, but the thing is, a lot of them were nerdy dudes, but they were just too ashamed to admit it. They were just too embarrassed. And yeah, y'all see what I mean when I'm talking about the nerdy black girls or whatever. But yeah. Now, but the thing is, now I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all this. There is absolutely nothing wrong with dating outside your race. But the only problem I have with a lot of black men who say oh no, I'm going to date me a white girl because white girls, they don't like nerdy black guys, if you want to date outside your race, that's fine. But you ain't got to tear somebody down just because you had a couple of bad experiences. That's something that I can't stand black women and white women doing. I mean, yeah, black men and black men and black women doing. Cause I see all the time, like, oh, black girl, y'all black women are in trouble. These white girls are popping up with ass, or oh, if these niggas don't act right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna date me a white boy. I'm sick of seeing that bullshit on Facebook, and y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. And the thing is, that's the reason why black women and black men are losing right now. It's because we too busy fighting and arguing and all this other bullshit over each other. And the thing is, y'all can't see this shit too, is that every time that we fight and argue with each other, everybody else is laughing at us. And y'all can't see that? I mean, I ain't gonna say that I haven't. I mean, the thing is, this might sound a little bit prejudiced, but like, especially because y'all know how like old school black folks and old school white folks are. Like, they like to keep things within their own race. Because I remember, like, I heard like it was somebody in my family. I think it was like my uncle or something like that on my mom's side. Not uncle on my dad's side or whatever. Like, he was like arguing or whatever. He's like, they're like, man, you better not be bringing them white girls home because they gonna get your ass locked up. And how ironic was it that the first time ever that I went to jail was because of a black woman? But that's a whole other story. And some of y'all know the whole backstory behind that. Some of y'all don't. But whatever. But I mean, and then there's a negative stereotype that black men are. The thing is that if a white woman dates a black man, he's not a black man of quality. If a white woman dates a black man, he's got to be Tyrone or Pookie or Ray Ray or whoever the hell else. I mean, but yeah, I know it's some black women out there who love their nerdy black guys or who love their corny black guys. But like I said, a lot of y'all, what a lot of y'all might think is corny or nerdy, some people think that that's the shit. Some people think it's cool. Like, but see, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I remember it was a point in time when if you were a fan of Dragon Ball Z, you got clowned, you got roasted, you got picked on. And now, 15, 20 years later, in 2020, now all of a sudden everybody's a goddamn Dragon Ball Z fan. I've been watching Dragon Ball Z since 1995. Yeah, do the math about how old I am. But yeah, I've been watching Dragon Ball Z ever since I was 5 years old. But yeah, all of a sudden, nerd culture became the wave. And it's like, well, I've been on this shit before it was popular. It's all right. Another example: Pokemon Go. Now, Pokemon Go came out for all phones a few years ago, and the thing is, like, I remember because I had every single Pokemon on Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and the Nintendo DS or whatever. And I remember I got called corny and lame by all the hood niggas just because I played Pokemon. But the thing is, 2 years before we got to high school, the same dudes who were calling me nerdy and lame for playing it, they was playing the shit too. So, what are we doing here? What are we talking about here? And the thing is, a lot of dudes, they want to put on this fake ass hood gangster persona just to impress bitches. And they're fake. That's fake as hell. I never really understood that. The thing is, why are you? The thing is, that's what I can't understand. Is it like why are you gonna try to be your? Why are you gonna try to be somebody you not just to impress somebody? A lot of I never. The thing is, I will gladly wear my nerd label. I would gladly be proud to be a nerd and be myself than to be fake and not. I mean, I'd rather be real and be a nerd than be a fake hood nigga. What are you drinking? Apple juice? Nah, this is just water. But yeah, I did my homework before I came on here. I'm saying, but what do y'all think about this? I mean, because like I said, I actually am sick of black men shitting on black women just because they might not date a certain type or whatever. If the thing is, if it bothers you that much, date your type. It might be a little bit harder for you to find, but I mean, but yeah. But like I said, to me, race it shouldn't really make that much of a difference. But like I said, there's this one black girl on my Snapchat whose names don't need to be mentioned. But she said that she gave up on black men because black men don't know how to treat her. But here's the thing: why the hell are you going to? The thing is, you go after mostly hood niggas. What the hell do you expect? All right, you know what that's like. If I only dated, that's all right. You know what that's like. If I only dated a certain type of if I only dated a certain type of black woman, and if I keep getting the same result, isn't it my fault after a while? That's all right. Y'all know what that's like. I'm not gonna jump in a goddamn tiger cage with a goddamn steak with a goddamn necklace made out of bloody raw steaks, because that would mean that I'm asking for trouble. But I thought that a black woman dating a nerd was corny. But like I said, it depends on what you define as a nerd. What is a nerd to you? Because what you might think is nerdy, they might think is cool. But like I said, what like my the thing is, I guess it's the stereotypical nerd. But see, here's the thing. I know some dudes who have a desk job, who got a job behind the desk on the computer taking calls. And a lot of people consider that to be nerdy. See, me, I went to school for computer graphic design. I went to school for computer stuff. So, me knowing how to work a computer was pretty much going to be my career. And the thing is, I've all computers and stuff like that. That's something that I always been good at, and I guess that's kind of that. Like, and the thing is, I took computer graphic design and AutoCAD on my when I was in college. That's something I was always good at, but and also good at writing stuff. I was actually like before I got into computer graphic design, I was actually going to go to a college to be an to for animation because I liked writing and I like drawing comic books and stuff too. I had all these ideas, which I still could put on paper or whatever. Back in high school, a nerd was like a computer geek. Exactly, that's what I was saying. But the thing is, I know some dudes who are hood who are good at computers. I know some dude. It's some hood niggas right now who are better at computers than the geeks. So what are we like? Once again, what are we talking about? Not everything is like not everything that y'all think is corny is corny. But like I said, a lot of the things that a lot of people find corny, I find normal. Period. When black folks date white folk, I look down. Maybe because I'm childish. But like I said, you can date whoever the hell you want for whatever reason you want to date them for. But it don't mean that you gotta, completely just dump on somebody for it. Like, if I see a black guy want to date a white girl, that's cool. That's fine. But just because you date a white girl don't mean that you gotta shit on black women or any other race of women for that matter. Same thing with black women. Oh no, I'm tired of black men. These niggas ain't shit, so I'm gonna date me a white boy. Stop messing around with Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray. Look at Serena Williams. She was dating a variety of black guys, like Common and Drake, but they dogged her out. And it's the same thing with Rihanna. Rihanna, I forgot who her. Oh, she messed around with Chris Brown or whatever. That we all know how that ended. But yeah. And then now she's dating. I don't even know. I think is Rihanna single now? I don't know if she's dating that dude anymore. And y'all know Prince Harry's wife, Meghan Markle. What if we can't go to Comic Con together? I don't want you. Thank you. I'm a black woman and I'm a nerd. I love nerds and facts. People try to put us in a box. Right. That's true. But the thing is, like I said, like especially the thing is, I don't know what it was about. Well, I guess I do know several reasons or whatever. Like the so-called hood nigga, drug thug dealer, gangbanger type of dudes have always been looked at as the alpha males. I don't know why, but that's always what it seemed like. And like I said, like me, I love video games. But thing is, video games ain't looked at as nerdy anymore. I mean, everybody plays video games. Boys, girls, young, old, black, white, Asian, like nerdy, cool, whatever the hell you want to put them as. That the thing is, like all the stuff that a lot of the things was considered nerdy is considered normal nowadays. But I do. There was this one girl who I grew up with, who she was a geek, I guess. She was a nerd. But the thing is, she had the freckles, the glasses, the braces. This one girl I grew up with, she was light skinned. Hey Jennifer, how you doing? But yeah, she was light skinned, nerdy, had freckles, braces, glasses, all that stuff. Basically, she looked like a female version of Chucky Finster from the Rugrats. But she grew up to be fine. And that's the thing. She grew up to be a very attractive woman, but at the same time, she still kept that personality. And that's kind of the reason why I kept, the thing is, me at the core, I've never changed who I am. Like, the thing is, a lot of people know that I'm kind of a corny, I don't want to say corny because corny is negative. I guess I'm kind of a geek. But the thing is, I've always been a geek at heart. Always. Because everybody who knows me knows that I do martial arts. I love Kung Fu. And the only reason why I started that, well, one, my dad got me into it for self-defense. And two, growing up, I loved Bruce Lee movies. I swear, when I was a kid, I worshipped Bruce Lee. And the thing is, I saw The Game of Death when I was like 5 years old, and I was like, oh my God, I want to be just like that. I want to do that. I want to be able to knock somebody out with one punch. I want to be able to do all those flips and kicks and break boards with my hands and all that other stuff. Nerdy dudes and nerd females should. What's up, Wico? But yeah, I guess, I guess it depends on what you would define as nerdy. But like I said, I don't really think that black women should be shit on for not liking. Let's hear about white women. Like I said, I've talked about white women before. Like I said, if you want to date outside your race, that's cool. You can, by all means, you can do that. But like I said, I don't like the fact that, a lot of people got to tear down somebody just because they date outside of the race. And like, I never understood this either. There is some white guys out there who will not date white women just because they found out that she's been with a black guy. Like, what is the reason? But I want to know. All right, I know the reason behind that, but I want to know from y'all perspective, what is the reason behind that? Like, because the thing is, never will you hear a black man say that he won't date a black woman just because she's been with a white guy. You will never hear that. At least I ain't heard it yet. I'm glad things have been normalized. I don't think you're corny. I think I wanted to marry Bruce Lee when I was little. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Do what like I said, you should do what the nerdy chick did or whatever. But I mean, see, here's the thing. Like, a lot of the so-called, this is just in high school, but then again, I guess people like grew up with this mentality because in high school, a lot of the nerdy chicks, because the hood chicks like the hood niggas, and the nerdy chicks like the hood niggas too. So it's like, where does that leave the nerdy black guys, or where does that leave the nerdy white guys, for that matter? Because in high school, you wasn't pulling nobody unless you was either an athlete, a dope boy, a pretty boy, or a gangbanger. Unless you was one of those four, girls did not look your way. I'll be honest. A lot of people like look at me and like, how the hell did you have, like, Jay, how the hell did you have trouble with women? Like, you seem like you're a good looking guy, you're handsome, and you're funny, and you got a good personality, and you're a sweetheart. Believe me, 10 years ago, your boy got no looks. Well, I ain't gonna say I got no looks, but I didn't really get as many looks as I would have got, as you know, as I would have liked to. But then again, a lot of y'all are not gonna have the same taste that y'all have. All right. Answer this question, y'all. Do you find the same things attractive at age 16? I mean, you do whatever age you are now. Do you find the same thing attractive as you do at age 16? I'm gonna be honest. A lot of the same things that I found attractive at 16, I don't find attractive at 30. I don't. Nerdy white guys get Asian girls. I won't date a black chick who's been with a white man. No sloppy seconds for me. Why not? So you mean to tell me that, see, that's what I'm talking about. That shit doesn't make any sense. So you mean to tell me that she can be with 15 black guys and it's alright, but you don't want to date her just because she's been with one white guy? That don't make no damn sense. I thought you were team fat white girl. No, nah, no, not me. I mean, the thing is, you have, for you to be a white girl, you kind of got to be a certain white girl for me to mess with you. Like I said, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say I wouldn't date a white girl or nothing like that. I've dated a white girl before. Like I said, but my preference is black women. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all that right now. Become successful in law in Mahalo. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's the truth. I mean, because like when you're on top, you know your options become great. I mean, the thing is, you can pull whoever. I'm 36 and definitely find the same attractive as you did at 16. Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of time, but the thing is, and if you do, then that means you haven't matured, you haven't grown up. But yeah, I mean, you might find some of the same physical things attractive, but you're not going to find some of the things that you found morally attractive. Because like you might like the tough thug bad boy hood niggas at age 16, but you're not gonna like the tough thug drug dealing bad boys at age 32. Most of the time you won't. I won't date whores either. I mean, that's on you. I mean, like I said, but you know, it depends on. Like I said, I guess it depends on what you define that as. Dudes on here. Well, they can both get it sexually. Yeah, I guess. And y'all know what y'all want to know what bothers me too is there used to be a lot of girls who used to be ashamed to be sports fans, but now it's a lot of female sports fans, and I ain't talking about the groupie kind. I'm talking about the female sports fans, football, basketball fans who know more about sports stats than guys do. They could tell you all of Michael Jordan's stats and stuff like that. And the thing is, females should never be ashamed of liking sports. Like, and that's the thing, because that's another thing that men have done over the years, is that a lot of men have made women feel insecure about liking certain things because they'll feel like that she's not ladylike. Oh my God, I can't date no girl that know more about sports than me. Oh my God, I can't date girls that can beat me in video games. I can't date no girl who can read Superman and Batman comics. Nigga, why the hell not? It makes no sense. That's the thing. Why would you, damn, this camera keep falling. The thing is, why would you down somebody who you got something in common with? That don't make no sense. I would love to date somebody who knows just as much as sport as just about. I would love to date somebody who knows just as much about sports as I do. I would love to date somebody who knows a lot about video games, you know, just as much as I do. Because guess what? Our relationship won't be stale. It won't be boring. We will always have something to talk about. We'll always have some kind of common ground. Or it'll be good if we was fans of like the opposite teams, or like if we played video games or whatever like that together, and we will always like be arguing. Because the thing is, like, I like a debate, so that will also spice things up too. Tell them some big girls and keep a warm in the winter. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm 5'5" and 140 pounds. I've had my share of skinny girls, and I had a share of girls on the bigger side too. You know, but like I said, you know, I don't necessarily discriminate as far as body type, but if we can click in any kind of way, I'll give you a chance. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all that right now. Don't get held hostage by the loyalty to them. If they ain't checking for you, go somewhere else. But that's the thing. For everyone, that's something that I had to learn, regardless of race. For every girl who won't give you a shot, there's another girl who won't be able to get enough of you. And I learned that shit. Like I said, I ain't gonna lie. Your boy's a little bit. I think your boy's handsome, but yeah. But you know what I mean. But I ain't gonna lie. Like there, the thing is, there's some girls who think I'm handsome, but who have turned me down just because of what I'm into. But thing is, that would be like, all right, let's switch the situation. That would be like if I said that I didn't like a girl who smoked weed. They will be all over me. It ain't nothing wrong with girls that smoke weed, as long as she's not being an obsessive pothead, or as long as she ain't doing unthinkable acts for weed, or as long as she addict or nothing like that. Which reminds you can't be addicted to weed. Weed is nothing to do. And besides, like I ain't gonna. The thing is, I used to not like girls who smoked. Period, because I don't smoke. I mean, cigarettes, bruh. Oh my god! Like I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. My number one turn off is cigarettes. I cannot stand that. Cigarettes is my deal breaker. I mean, if you drink a little bit, if you smoke a little bit of weed, that's fine. But cigarettes, I can't do. I'm sorry. You love basketball and wrestling, and see, that's the kind of thing. Like, don't be ashamed to be yourself. If you like basketball, if you like wrestling, if you like football, if you got a favorite team, then by all means, wear that. Like, don't let nobody don't be ashamed of being into stuff just because you don't think it's gonna make you lady. Just because don't let nobody tell you that liking basketball is not ladylike. Don't let nobody tell you that watching football and wrestling ain't ladylike. Forget them. But yeah, I think it's cool that a lot of girls are into more nerdy stuff, or stuff that used to not be cool for women to like. But yeah, but anyway, back on the whole race thing. Like like I said, I was in a group that said where this post was like, well, black women won't date a nerdy black guy, but they'll date a nerdy white guy. And the thing is, I don't know how much truth that there is to that. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. In 2006, we moved to this neighborhood or whatever. I've always had a good family raised around me or whatever. But there was this black girl who was our neighbor. She's a pretty black girl too. But here's the thing: is that she didn't date black guys, and her parents, I could tell they were kind of stuck up and bougie. They didn't really like their parents to be around black people that much or whatever, because her parents made good money. I think her mom worked in a law firm, her dad owned a local business or something like that. But yeah, she was a real quiet black girl. But the thing is, I never really saw her with black guys that much either. And the thing is, she had two girlfriends. She had two friends in high school. The thing is, she hung out with the two same girls, and those girls were white girls. And the thing is, she only either dated white guys or guys who were obviously mixed. The thing is, I don't think that her parents would let her date black guys because I guess because they worked so hard to be rich or to make money that she don't want them ruining it. Oh no, I don't want you date. I don't. It's the same. I guess it would have been the same thing if a white girl brought a black guy home. It's like, oh no, I don't want you date. I don't want you dating Tyrone. You better not bring Pookie home. You better not bring Hakeem, Deshaun, Sherrod, and Jerome home. I don't want to see them niggas at our house. And that's the thing. But yo, I'm gonna tell y'all. Here's the thing, cause my mama is really very. The thing is, I date a few girls, but I'm really really picky about who what girls I let meet my parents. I think in my entire life, only 7 or 8 girls who I talked to or dated actually met my family. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. Not many women have met my parents. That's how some girls are here in Minnesota. They love white men. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with loving what you love. There's nothing wrong with being into what you're into. Just as long as you're not down to somebody else. But yeah, man, I mean, like I said, I ain't got no problem with nobody dating outside their race. I ain't got no problem with that. Just like I said, I mean, because we get the thing is, we're already divided enough as black folks. You know, there's already enough of the hate. We don't need to be down on each other. I mean, because every day I get on Facebook and I see a niggas ain't shit post. Every day I get on Facebook and I see a black man down in black women. I can tell you what, I love black men. And that's good. I mean, if that's your preference, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you got a preference, that's all good. But yeah, I mean, basically, that's pretty much just the point I'm trying to make here, is that like black men and black women should not be in this box. Like, there's more to it than you just being, oh, this person's a nerd and this person is a thug or whatever. Like, there's a rainbow. There's more to black people, and there's more to black men and women than just what you see on the surface. Like, you can, I mean, like, there's layers to us. Like I said, all right, but anyway, if y'all just, because the thing is, there is people who have seen me in person or who seen me on Facebook and was scared to talk to me, like mainly females. And the thing is, they think that they look at me, black dude, brown skin, got dreads. They think that I'm gonna be a hood nigga. When really, I'm just the opposite of that. I'm not. You're playing. I love to see you smile. Thank you. And Dante, that is a very good question, my friend. Is it a preference or is it a fetish? Now, there is a difference. And also, it's a difference between having a preference and being shallow. It's a preference if you have like one or two little things. That's fine. But where the shallow part comes in is you think that anybody who don't meet your qualifications is automatically not good enough. Uh, Chanel Smith says, I love nerds. And we love you back. But like I said, the main thing is that it's a lot of dudes from all races who are nerdy, who got nerdy hobbies, but they just too scared to admit it because they don't want girls to look at them a certain way. They don't want to be disqualified just because they like comic books or they like video games or whatever the hell else they're into. I never thought that, but I was nervous to talk to you. Like I said, I don't understand why people were nervous to talk to me. I'm a normal guy. I'm a down to earth guy. I'm not threatening or intimidating at all. Or at least I don't think I am. Whatever. But yeah. I just always thought that it was dumb to judge somebody based on their appearance. But thing is, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm guilty of that too. Like, there was this one girl who was in my college, who I went to college with, she was a black girl. And, me and her, a couple years down the road, me and her actually ended up talking and kicking it and being friends. I thought that she was going to be one of those loud, obnoxious black girls who like to fight and all that other shit and stuff like that, who were overly aggressive. But she ended up being cool. Now, mind you, she did have a little bit of a temper on and a little bit of a mouth on her. But the thing is that she was cool with me. Sorry, my allergies. Yeah. But yeah, the bottom line is that you never know how cool somebody is, or you never know what you got in common with somebody until you get to know them. Damn, y'all. But yo, that's pretty much what I want to talk about tonight. I'll probably be back on here later on. Um, yeah. Anyway, but y'all, thank y'all for giving me feedback on this, because I'll probably get back on here and talk about a lot more of these topics. But I'll be back on here later on. I'll see y'all. Thank y'all for listening.